Hey guys, it's Mark, aka The Drunk Bunny, back with you again tonight for another new video. As you can see, I'm actually at the movie theater, getting ready to go in to see A Quiet Place. This was actually kind of a spontaneous trip to the movies. I had originally planned on going to Champaign today. I was just exhausted, and I took a nap this afternoon, so didn't get up to Champaign. I was going to see Isle of Dogs, but since I didn't really have the time to go up there, decided to go to my local movie theater, and they don't have Isle of Dogs here, so planning on seeing A Quiet Place. Like I said, I've heard amazing things about it. Really good horror film starring John Krasinski, I believe is how you pronounce his name. It's that dude from The Office. I can't remember his name. I watched like half of the first season, or maybe I watched the entire first season of the U.S. Office. UK version's better, in my opinion. That's gonna get me slayed with all the American audiences, but I like the UK version better. Anyway, don't need to talk about that. And then Emily Blunt is also in this film. Really kind of a unique movie where I don't really think they talk a whole lot during the film, because the idea is they have to be quiet, or else these mysterious monsters are going to go after them. So I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I've heard amazing things, like I said. I always thought this movie looked interesting. Didn't really know if that was enough for me to go see it, but since I've heard such praise for this film, I had to check it out. So, I'm getting ready to go in and see that. I got my candy, and yeah, I'll see you guys.
A few moments later.
Hey everyone, so just got out of seeing A Quiet Place. Just turn off the car there. And I enjoyed it, but I had some problems with it. They made a lot of interesting choices with the direction and the directing of the film. I really love what they did with sound in this film. They used sound almost as, I don't know, like a third piece of the film. Like there was the acting, there was the action, I guess, and there was the sound. The sound almost took the place of the dialogue of the film. There's very little talking. The actors maybe say, for like 99% of the film, they're not talking at all. They're using hand signals. I don't know if it's actually sign language or not, but they use hand signals, and they mouth words sometimes. Because the idea is there's these creatures who have like hyper hearing, and they will hunt you if you make a sound. So that hence the name A Quiet Place. There's also some interesting choices. There's only 6 people who actually appear in the film, which is a really interesting choice, and something I had a little bit of an issue with related to that. There's also no names given. At the very end credits, they go through the names of the people, but if you're just watching the film and you don't watch the end credits, you would have no idea what these people's names are. And another interesting choice that I kind of have a problem with as well, but I kind of don't. It's kind of weird. They start the film, it says like day 89 or something like that. So that basically means that they've been doing this for 89 days. That it was 89 days ago that these creatures came and attacked people. And I kind of like that because it immediately puts you in the situation. It, like, puts you in the feel of the film. But I don't like it because it doesn't tell us anything about how this happened. We really don't know a whole lot about it. There's a little bit that you get from some cues, some visual cues in the film. There's a little bit that you can decipher for yourself as to what happened. But they make very little or no mention of how many people are actually alive on the Earth. Which is also kind of interesting because you're going through this through the family's point of view. So it's I kind of like that choice because this family doesn't know how many people are alive on the Earth. So, it's kind of like you're part of the family almost as the viewer. So I kind of like that, I kind of don't. I feel like there's a lot of this film that I kind of like, but I kind of don't. And the ending, I did not like. I'm not going to give you any spoilers at all, but there's a really weird moment right before the credits roll that I feel didn't go with the theme of the film at all. It's almost like a gigantic shift in tone at like the very, very last second, which I thought was really weird. So yeah, the ending kind of was weird to me. Yeah, and overall, I just don't feel like they gave us enough information to watch the film. Overall, they did really well for not having any dialogue. You were basically reading the movie the whole time. It was through subtitles. And I really like that, and I think it's unique and different for an American film anyway. Obviously, if I'm going to watch a foreign film, I'm going to read the subtitles, but they're still going to have dialogue. This had very, very little dialogue, which I thought was really interesting. John Krasinski was pretty good, I think, as was Emily Blunt. I really liked their performances. I don't really know Krasinski from anything except The Office, so it was really interesting to see him in a serious role, and I thought he did pretty well. And overall, I think I liked the film, but there were quite a few issues I had with it. I'm just trying to think if there was anything else. There's also kind of some big jumps in time. Throughout the movie, it goes from like day 89 all the way up to like day 400 something. And there's also a lot of things that kind of infuriated me. Like I heard the chick behind me, who was sitting behind me when she left the movie, she's like, that's the most frustrating movie I've ever watched, because there were so many things that she considered plot holes, and I also kind of consider them plot holes, but not, some of them not so much, but there were quite a few things that I considered plot holes. It didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, why do they have electricity? Shouldn't electricity make sound? I don't get how they had electricity, but anyway. And if they had electricity, why were they using lanterns? Doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, and also, why on earth would she have gotten pregnant? I don't think I'm giving anything away by saying that. There's a big scene in the trailer where she's about to deliver a baby. So I'm not really giving anything away by saying that she's pregnant in the film. I don't understand why that would happen. First of all, how did they have sex? Like, if they had to be completely silent, how on earth would they have sex? And then second of all, I get that there may not be access to birth control in this situation, but there are other ways that you can prevent pregnancy. Like, how did she get pregnant and why? I don't completely understand, and why she would carry the baby. Like, I get the emotional attachment thing. But if you know you may die because the baby's going to make noise when you deliver a baby, it's going to make noise. If you know you may die, why would you go through with having a baby? Some of the movie just didn't make any sense, and I completely understand that as well. So yeah, I had mixed feelings about it. I don't think it was amazing, as a lot of people have said, and I really don't know if I would watch this too many more times. Like, I may pick it up on Blu-ray when it comes out down the road, but I don't really see myself watching this a whole lot. Overall, I thought it was really different. I think that's why it's getting a lot of praise. It's really different and unique, and because of that, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. I think it did a really good job of being unique and being different, and overall, I enjoyed the tone, I enjoyed the performances. Just a few things that I would kind of nitpick on kind of made me not like it quite as much as I could have. But overall, A Quiet Place, 3.5 out of 5. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you get the opportunity in the theater. It's also really weird. I felt really weird eating popcorn and stuff in this movie because a lot of it is very, very quiet, and I felt like I was being a nuisance because I was eating. So maybe don't buy a big bucket of popcorn for this film. But yeah, anyway, overall the audience was great. They were very quiet throughout the film, so no complaints there. So that's it for this video. Go ahead and leave me a like if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button down below. There will be new content coming soon. The school year is actually almost over. Next week is finals week, so probably won't see any content from me that week. This is probably my last movie trip of the year. And yeah, I actually started a new job. I'm going to be working at a movie theater, in the area around my house, or around my home, my hometown. gonna be starting a job in a couple weeks right after school ends. So that's gonna be interesting. I've never worked in a movie theater before. It's gonna be fun, I think. And probably see some media hunting trips in the next month or so, as well as maybe some more movies. I'm actually going to, I think, title this a movie review. I'm kind of looking into getting rid of the title of Let's Go to the Movies. Like, I really like it because it's original. I don't see that anywhere else on YouTube. But because it's original, it's going to be hard. I never get views on those videos. It's going to be hard to get people to come in, new people to come into the channel. And I really want that. I'm not a person that got into this to make money from it. And I really don't. I don't even monetize my videos as of right now. I've been thinking about it just to get a little bit of extra cash, but I wouldn't get much because I've got 40 subscribers. But I would like to see that number rise. You know, I think anybody would. Anybody that makes YouTube videos would like to see the number of their subscribers rise. So I think I'm going to start titling these movie reviews instead. Now they're going to involve some media hunting as well. A lot of the time, this time I didn't, but down the road it probably will. But I'm going to title this a movie review. We'll see. Maybe I'll do movie trip. I don't know. Something that's a little bit more common to get people coming into the channel, because I do unboxings and album reviews, and those get a decent amount of views. So I don't know, just trying to change it up. Maybe I'll go back to Let's Go to the Movies down the road, because I do really like the title, but it's also really long. So I kind of don't like that either. So anyway, just some ideas I'm floating for you guys for the future. So yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbering. You guys have an awesome day, awesome night, whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a great time. Bye.